Good morning. Let us continue the lesson. Lesson number 2, housing and clothing. Housing is already over. Now clothing. Yesterday, in the last class, we have studied the materials, the fabric, the fiber, from where do we get and what are those. Do you remember that? Yes, we get cotton from the cotton plant and we get linen from the flax plant and we get jute from the jute plant. One more, we get coil from the shell of a coconut. So these are the materials where we are getting it from the plants. Now also we get some fabrics, some fibers from the animals also. What are they? We get silk from silkworm. How do we get it? That let us see the process. See, the silkworm, people they involve to develop the silkworms. How do they put some sort of leaves and the eggs are laid in that, and larva or caterpillar they eat the leaves and develop the caterpillar, and the caterpillar when it changes into pupa or cocoon, and the cocoon is covered with the silk fiber. The cocoon is covered with the silk fiber. They remove this silk fiber and wash it properly in the water. First they boil. They remove these fibers from the silkworms and again they wash it in a water and they dry it and spun it into thread, silk threads. So this is the process, this is how we get the silk from the silkworm. Silk, do you know that silk is the secretion of a silkworm? Silkworm. Have you understood? Once again, how do we get the silk? When the eggs are laid, those eggs will change into larva or caterpillar. These caterpillars, they eat the leaves and develops. And how the larva or caterpillar changes into pupa or cocoon, and the cocoon is covered with the silk fiber. Silk fiber, they remove the silk fiber from that. They wash it with the water and they dry it, and then again they will spun into these fibers. They are again spun into silk threads, and the silk threads are again woven into silk clothes. What we make the saris and dress materials and all. How nice it is. So we are getting it from the nature. These are the natural fibers. Natural fibers, one which we are getting it from the plants, and the second we are getting it from the animals also. So this is how. Now one more fiber we are getting. What is that? Is wool from the sheep. Wool, the fiber, is the hair which are growing on the sheep body. They will cut those fiber, those hairs they will cut. They will wash it in water. They will boil it, and then again they dry it, and then again it is spun into wool threads, which it protects us from the winter. It keeps our body warm. You can see these are the process. Now you can see the silk moth. You can see the silkworm. We get the silkworm. Now this silkworm is eating the leaves and develops. The caterpillar or larva or caterpillar changes into pupa or cocoon, and the cocoon is developed. Cocoon is covered with the silk fiber, and that they will take out, remove. The cocoon is covered by silk fiber. Silk fibers are spun into silk threads, from which silk is made, silk cloth is made. You can see the pattu saris and all, what you say, no? So those are the saris. So what is what? Do you know that silk is the secretion of the silk worm? Silk sari and the silk thread, you can see. Now sheep, we get wool from sheep and it is woven. So woolen clothes keep your body warm in winter. So you can see this silk sweater and all. They are made from wool. Wool is obtained from sheep. The wool on the sheep is cut, washed and dried. Then it is bleached and dried. Next, the fibers are spun into thread and made into woolen clothes. So you can see this. These are the animals we get. We get leather also from the animals, and belts, bags, shoes. Leather jackets are also there. That also it is made, but it is not given in the textbook. I am giving you one extra knowledge to you. You should know it. So that's why. How we are getting the silk? We are getting the silk from the silk moth or silk worm. The larva or caterpillar, they eat the leaves and changes into pupa or cocoon, and the cocoon is covered with the silk fiber, and the silk fiber is removed from the silk worm. They separate it, they wash it in water and dry it and send it to the mills or to the textiles. Their cotton, those silk fibers, they spun into silk threads, and then they make the cloths, saris and dress materials and all. So this is how we are getting it, and we get wool from sheep. We get wool from sheep. How? They cut the hair, sheep's hair, that is wool, shave it, take out, they will dry, and first they will wash it in the water and then send it to the mills, then they will make into threads, they will spun into threads. These are the two things what we get it from the animals. These are called natural fibers. How many types of fibers are there? There are two types of fibers. One is natural fiber and another one is artificial fiber. Means the artificial fiber is also called synthetic fiber. In that we have studied the natural fibers. Natural fibers, one which are obtained from plants and animals. Okay. Now we will study about the synthetic fibers. Okay. Yes. Now synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers, from where do we get? We get synthetic fibers from the chemicals. It is a mixture of chemicals. What are those? Polyester, nylon, rayon, terephthalate are fibers made from chemicals. That is why we cannot wear this type of clothes in summer, because they are very warm, they are very hot. They will not, they cannot absorb they will absorb the heat more. They need less water to wash, and it can be dried in shed. And if you squeeze it, the wrinkles are also will not be there, and it will be long lasting, these type of clothes. And you can see it will be very smooth and soft, and the threads are also even, strong and even. Those threads are also, so many clothes are like that. We are wearing it mostly in the winter season, because it will dry very soon. That's why, and the water also will not stand on that umbrella, and what umbrella is made up of nylon cloth. So that is why when you open the umbrella, can the water come inside? No, it will not. It will not absorb the water. That's why it falls down. So that is why we use umbrella to protect our body in the rainy season. So polyester, nylon and rayon, these are the materials which are obtained from the chemicals. These are man-made. These fibers are man-made fibers. Man-made fibers are, what are man-made fibers? Man-made fibers are artificial fibers or synthetic fibers. They are. So it uses. Now you can see these are the threads which are polyester, rayon, nylon, terylene and terracotta. The strands are long and even. They are strong and durable, and also soft and smooth to touch. They absorb. Now you can see the nylon shirt, how it is shiny, isn't it? And the polyester shirt is also shiny. They absorb less water and take very little time to dry. Immediately it can be dried, and also it will not shrink. When you dip into water, soak into water, it will not shrink. Whereas cotton, it shrinks. When you dip into water, it shrinks. Today I wore cotton sari. You can see, if you just fold it and squeeze it like this, you will find the wrinkles on the clothes. Whereas this nylon, terracotta or polyester, it will not wrinkle. It is wrinkle free clothes. They are wrinkle free clothes. Now how to find out? The one small activity we will see. So with the help of adults only we can do it, otherwise you don't do it, just read it. This one is cotton and rayon will catch the fire easily and continues to burn with yellow flame, and it gives the smell of burning is how, as if the paper is burning, that one. And silk and wool, it burns with yellow flame, but it not continuously, it will not continuously burn, and it gives the smell of hair, burning of hair, that one. And this polyester and nylon and polyester does not catch the fire, but it will melt. It melts. It melts with the splitter. Then tuck tuck it. The sound also will come, and you can see the chingari, the burn also, it will be moving, but the cloth will not burn. It will start melting. Your ribbons are sometimes you do at the edge of the ribbon with the agarbatti, that the fiber should not come out. That's why you will be putting one hot, this thing, how it can. So that one, and shrinks away. It will shrink. The cloth will shrink, but it will not. It burns with splitter. It will not burn properly, but it shrinks. It melts, and it gives the smell of what? It gives the smell of as if the not definite smell. There is no definite, when the polyester and the nylon, when it burns, there is no definite smell of this. But when you burn the silk or wool, it gives as if the hair, burning of hair. It will not continuously burn. This is the small activity of that. In the next class, we'll study about how we should take care of our clothes. Thank you.